Hello everyone, my name is Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing April's TBR to be rolled. So I've missed the last couple of uploads because the kids have been a little sick. I've been a little bit sick. No fevers really, just that weird runny nose type of thing. Which means I don't know if it's because of spring and allergies, which we usually don't get, or if Presley caught something because he was the first one to get it and then it just trickled down. You know what I mean? So we're back now and it's time to do our next TBR. I'm very excited about this because it is also going to be Magical Readathon month. It is the new spring equinox, right, for orilium, and I'm very excited. I have failed the last couple of times we've tried to do this. I've also failed the last couple of TBRs we've done. We will get into that, but yeah, we're gonna do our TBR today. I'm very excited. This is the ball that we're gonna roll just like we do every single month. This is like our 4th year doing this, I wanna say. If you're new to this, I will leave January's video linked down below because it has all of the rules. But basically this is going to tell us how we pick the TBR. Red is going to be for who else besides me is picking the TBR. Orange is for my 25 books I want to read in 2025. Yellow is going to be based on genre or age group or format of book. Green is going to be for challenges. I'm always very excited about this one. I added some new ones in this year that I don't think we've gotten yet, so we'll see if those pop up. Blue is a poll pick where you get to vote on some books that I have picked out. And then purple for this year is vlog projects. So if this comes up, I actually read those books, whatever ones that we end up picking, in a vlog for that month. We didn't have any of these last month, which is probably a good thing because I did not complete my TBR last month. We went to Comic-Con, which was great. I had so many plans for books and it did not 100% work. Partly also because I've been playing Mass Effect. I'm on Mass Effect 3. I don't think I'm gonna finish that in March, even though I was sort of hoping to, so that I could like stop focusing on that and focus on other things. But let's review what I actually had on my TBR for last month and what I did. The first roll that we had last month was a green, and it was to pick a book that was on a previous TBR. I picked The Sunshine Court by Nora Sakavic. I thought I was really gonna get into this. It's been on a TBR 2 months in a row now, because I wanted to actually reread the entire Foxhole Court series, moving into The Sunshine Court, and then also reading the 5th book that just came out last month. Obviously, that did not happen. I do think I want to do that sometime this year because the 5th book came out, and I do want to do it like as a vlog to reread them because I absolutely love them. I know it's not some people's things, but I do want to do that. I did not read it. The second roll was a blue, which means you guys got to pick a book, and it ended up having to be a romance. You guys picked Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. I did not read this. I wanted to, but I didn't. Our next roll was an orange, which was one of the books that I had to read for my 25 books to read in 2025. It was Small Spaces by Catherine Arden. I did finish this one. Then the next roll was a red, which ended up being a viewer pick. So one of you guys got to pick the book I was going to read. Based on my physical TBR video, you ended up picking The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. I did not read this one yet. I did borrow it on audiobook from the library, so I do want to do this, and we'll see if that's gonna help because most of the things that I ended up reading this month from my TBR, I listened to it on audio. Then the next roll was another orange, another 25 books to read in 2025. This one was Release by Patrick Ness. I did read this one as well. Both of the books that I finished, Small Spaces in this one, I listened to on audio. And then the last book that we had, the last roll was a yellow, which meant I had to pick an ebook. I picked Snow White and the Dragon by Kim Bussing. I'm in the middle of this one. I am hoping to finish this one before the end of the month. This was an ARC. The book already came out. I started reading this before the book came out. I think before we went to Comic-Con, and then stuff got away from me. I have like an hour and a bit left in here, according to my Bookly app. So I'm gonna count this one as finished because I am planning on finishing it before the end of the month. We have a couple days left. So basically, I read all of my YA and middle grade books that I needed to read, but I did not read all of my adult romances and things, new adult romances and sports things that I was supposed to read. I did not do that. So out of my TBR, I'm saying I finished 3 out of 6, which is not horrible. I'm gonna save $1 for everything that I do read, and one of my punishments is $1 for everything that I didn't read in the month. And so because I'm saving $1 for everything that I've read, I actually have 11 books currently on my spreadsheet that I have finished for the month of March. That includes 2 of the 3 things that I said I finished. I don't have Snow White and the Dragon on that list yet. So let's say 12. There's 12 books that I have finished for the month of March, and then we're gonna add $3 more to that total for the 3 books that I did not get to off my TBR. We're gonna save $15 for this month. I can't remember what it was for the last 2 months, but I wanna say that's about what we've been doing, a little bit over 10, not quite hitting $20 a month. But this is something that I'm just saving for myself. Last year I did the same thing and I hit, I think, exactly $200. And then in January, around my birthday, I went and did like a shopping spree at Barnes & Noble. So this is just money that I'm saving for myself. And we'll see if I do the same thing next year or if I decide to do something else or not. But yeah, I only did 3 out of 6 books for my TBR. Now, this month coming up in April is, like I said, Magical Readathon month, and I have failed the last couple of times that I've done this, mostly just because of life and trying to read too many things or falling out of reading and then getting into mood reading and everything like that. So one of the new callings that is here for this year is the Hearthkeeper, and I think because it's going to be a little less intensive, but I also like the idea of being able to be the homemaker. Is that the right word to say this? I don't know. It's like more about cooking and being that person that like is the center of the home. And I think that actually works in the whole vein of what I'm currently doing in life. So that's what we're gonna do. So what we're gonna be doing today is trying to fit the prompts into the TBR that we're gonna roll for. In previous times when I've done Magical Readathon and my own TBR, I've matched up the prompts for the rolls. So like we would roll, and if I got a green and we had a challenge card, I would do that and then also try and match a prompt for the Magical Readathon. I'm gonna be trying to do that as much as possible, but I think I only need to do, I'm gonna double check, 4 prompts this month for Hearthkeeper. We're doing Alchemy, which means I need to pick a book that has all capitals in the title. So not uppercase and lowercase, all capitals. We have Spells and Incantations, which is to pick a word from your last book that you were reading, and that word has to be in the title of one of the books that we're doing for this. So I'll probably go with something from Snow White and the Dragon because I still need to read that, and I'm going to be finishing it by the end of the month. I'm in the middle of it right now. And actually it has quite a few words to choose from, so that's good. We also have Elemental Studies, which means I need a fruit on the cover. That one is going to be very hard for me to do, but we shall see. And then Restoration, which is a book with a 4+ star average rating. So we'll check on some of the books that we're picking, and if we can find a book that has over a 4-star average rating, like on Goodreads or something, we'll use that one. So we're just gonna be trying to match up the prompts as well as possible. I am still gonna roll my D12 to see how many times we're rolling this one, which will probably be more than 4. It will be more than 4. My minimum is always 5. So we'll see. It's not gonna probably be a 1-for-1 matchup, but I'm gonna be attempting to get all 4 of those prompts in these ones here. I think that's all the housekeeping that we need to do, so let's get the kids and roll the ball. Okay, so we have the D12 here, and both of my kids, who are now coming towards me, want to roll this. So I'm gonna let them each roll it, and Presley said we're gonna go with whatever one is the most. Wait. Let's have Elliot do first, and then Presley will go from youngest to oldest, because you're gonna start with the color rolls, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Elliot's gonna be first with this one, and you're gonna just roll it on the carpet. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, no, oh, okay.
Daddy.
That way. She got a 3, which for my rules, it's 3 plus 5, so that's actually an 8.
Yay,
So now it's gonna be Presley's turn. Can you just roll it like in the middle? And Presley also actually got an 8. And there's pretzel on the floor. Okay, so I guess we're rolling. How many times? 8 times, yeah?
8.
Ready, roll number 1. It's, don't touch it yet, it's blue. Okay, Okay, roll number 1 was blue, so we're gonna do blue cards first. Okay, here's our blue cards. I have shuffled them. Presley's gonna pick. He can pick from anywhere in the stack.
Anywhere?
Anywhere.
Ooh,
And he's going for the top. Okay, what does that say?
Yellow!
Oh, okay, so now we need to pick a yellow card to get our prompt. Elliot's gonna pick yellow. Okay, yellow cards. This is gonna be for the prompt. Elliot is picking from the bottom. And it says... It's upside down. Movie?
Yeah, movie.
It says audio, not movie. Audio.
Audio.
Can you see?
Audio.
It's finding all my kids' faces. Audio.
Bobby.
So now, this means I need to pick 2 to 4 books that I can listen to as an audio this next month. And then you guys are going to vote on which one I do. Let's see, because I get all of my audiobooks through the library, so it has to be based on what I can get. So currently, the audiobooks I have checked out, like I said, I do have The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore checked out. I also have the second book in the Small Spaces series by Catherine Arden, Dead Voices, checked out. And then I also have Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare checked out because I started that one. I'm in the middle of that one. And it's just the way that the story is going. I feel like I will be more invested with the audio. So I think that's actually a good amount. I have books that have 10 days until the due date, and I have books that have 20 days until the due date. This video will be getting posted a couple days after I film this, actually. So that'll even be less. Let's just say I'll have about a week for the Pumpkin Spice Cafe left, and about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more, for Dead Voices. So that's what you guys have to vote on. You can either pick the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, Swordcatcher, or Dead Voices. I will have the poll up on my Instagram stories around the time this video goes live, or you can always leave a comment down below. It's red! I don't think you guys can see it, but it's red. Okay, roll number 2 is red. Okay, so we have red cards. This is gonna be about who else is picking my books. It could be the kids. It could be you guys. It could be Leon, who is not here right now because he had to go to the post office. We shall see. I've shuffled them a little bit. We'll see what happens. Presley is going to pick this one since we're just sort of going back and forth with all the cards. Again, he could pick from anywhere. Are you ready or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. He's going from the bottom this time. You got one? What does it say? Oh, it does say Presley.
I picked my own name.
You did. This camera is a very good camera. It focuses very easily, but however, with 3 faces, it does not want to focus on the cards. So, Presley gets to pick a book.
I didn't know that I picked my own
Elliot, you can pick one in a little bit. Presley's turn.
I did not know that I picked my own name.
You did pick your own name. Okay, Presley.
But I did not know.
He's over here picking book. You found something? Hey, come over here.
Look, we found a book.
Oh, you found a book too? Presley's asking how many pages this book has, and because I showed you where they are. I'm trying to fix this a little bit. He picked The Similars by Rebecca Hanover. This is going to be a YA mystery, thriller, something like that. According to this, it has $3.99, so just under 400 pages. Not too bad. An elite boarding school, a secret society, a forbidden group of students, and an explosive start to junior year. I'm excited to read this because I will know if it's good or not, for me. I've not been into young adult books set at like an actual high school for a while, but because this is also going to be about a secret society and the teens are DNA duplicates, like it's not like a standard high school story, I'm very curious about this one. So yeah, roll number 3 this way. It's orange! Okay, roll number 3 is orange, which means 25 books to read in 2025. So, okay, so this, forgive all the other mess because of the kids. This is my 25 books to read in 2025. So far, so good with keeping up with it. I don't remember much of what we have here except for maybe some of like the really big chunky books. And I don't know what I'm in the mood for, so I'm just gonna pick one of the more medium-ish sized ones and go from there. And truthfully, I want to say this one right here is sort of calling to me. It's a hardcover, so let's see.
It's gonna be a surprise.
It is going to be a surprise. Okay. It is a hardcover. I don't know what's in here. It's one of the more medium-sized books. And like I said, I've been doing pretty well with my 25 books to read in 2025. We've picked, I think, 2 or almost 2, and then I've picked another one every single month, which is what I need to do in order to finish this by the end of the year. I don't know what this is. I don't know what I want to read. I have forgotten what I have over there. Oh, okay. I think I know what it is from this. I don't think I remembered that this book was this size. I felt like it would have been one of the bigger ones, but it's not. It's Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. So this is the like special annotated edition. I really like the cover. I like the fact that it has annotations. Like, it's just a gorgeous book. And this is going to be an adult romance where I think our male main character, our love interest, is mute. I don't know if he's actually deaf as well or not. Some people love this book. Some people do not love this book. And I've just always been curious, and because I found a really pretty edition sometime last year, I did pick it up, and I guess it's time to read it. Roll number 4. Throw this way. Toward me. Throw it toward Mama. It's yellow! Okay, roll number 4 is yellow, so we're gonna pick yellow cards. Okay, come on up on the chair, please. Elliot. Okay, fix your wand. Fix your wand and then come up here, please. Oh, that's too big of a wand. That's like a staff now.
Staff?
Yeah. Once you get a really big wand, it's a staff.
Yeah.
Can you guys can sort of see her in frame? Making it an expo marker staff now. Come here. Come sit on the chair and I'll help you.
Wait, the markers have Expo.
That's the brand name of this, yes, Expo. Okay. See, it's an Expo marker staff. It is almost twice as tall as she is. Okay, this is not gonna stay, baby girl. Okay, I need you to pick cards. Can we pick cards, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's a little bit too tall. I'm gonna take a little bit off, so now you have a wand and a staff, okay? Here are the yellow cards. Can you pick a yellow card for me?
Yeah.
Anywhere you want. In the middle? Okay, pick. Oh, that's not your name, because there's no your name here. Oh, here. Oh, Elliot. Oh, do you know what it says?
Mega.
Manga. Presley told us what it says, but she wants to show you. It's not your name.
Yeah.
It's a manga. Okay, so now I need to pick a manga. I'm wondering if I have any that will fit some of our magical readathon prompts, because I don't think we've done pretty much any of those yet. So, let's see. Actually, I did lie a little bit. Both of these are capitals only, so at least that prompt is going to be checked off, which is great. So let me check my other prompts that I have and see if I can find a manga. Okay, this took me a little while because I don't actually have very much manga on my TBR right now, and certainly none that was going to help me with the magical readathon TBR type of stuff. However, I do have some manga that I've checked out from the library that needs to go back at the very beginning of April, but I have some time. So I'm going to go with Blood on the Tracks Volume 7. This one is by, they have all the stickers in front of the author's name. Shuzo Oshimi, and it is above a 4-star average on Goodreads right now. I think I actually have volumes 7, 8, and 9, so I could definitely get this done, even this first one, at the very beginning of the magical readathon. Roll number 5. Oh, it's blue! Okay, roll number 5 is blue, which means another pull pick. The kids decided they wanted to go play with their Expo marker wands, and Presley is doing Minecraft, and apparently they have like a new update for animals and stuff, so he's checking out all the new versions of animals. So I was not able to keep them in here any longer, which is fine. If they want to come back later, they can, but if not, that's also fine. So I have our blue cards here. I shuffled them. We're gonna go somewhere in the middle, and oh, okay. Green. I do like the green challenge cards, so let's do that. Hopefully we get a good one because you guys are gonna have to vote on it. So again, shuffling them. I don't think we've had a green so far yet in this game, and I do like them. So, okay, spreading them out a little bit. Again, we're gonna go somewhere in the middle and hope that it's a good thing for you guys. Okay, so this is a 1-star review, which actually I think works. I'm gonna pick some books and we're gonna find a 1-star review and I'm gonna tell you guys the 1-star review, and based on that, you have to vote. I think that'll be fun. Okay, so I have decided on 3 books, 1 middle grade, 1 YA, and 1 adult. I am actually not gonna show you guys the titles. I'm just gonna read the 1-star review because I think that'll be more fun. And I picked books that should be very popular for each of these age ranges so that hopefully we're not like getting a book that only has a couple 1 stars or that people haven't actually reviewed. Because I was looking at some like indie cozy fantasy because I have a lot of stuff like that, but I didn't want to like get stuff that might have not good 1-star reviews, whereas I feel like a lot of very popular things, a little bit more mainstream, you're gonna have some haters, right? So let's start with the middle grade and work up from there. Okay, I think this one is fun. 0 stars is more accurate. This is promoted as a book for children. It is clearly not a book young children should be reading. There is profanity, disrespect for parents and elders, the Lord's name is taken in vain, and there is same-sex attraction. This book is extremely secular and belongs nowhere near someone who is desiring to have a Christian worldview. I'm good with that. Okay, and so we're going to be going into the YA book now. Again, this is going to be a 1-star review. It says, DNF at Colonizer Magic. This was after the constant mention of I am black and everything/everyone is racist, even though I judge everyone based on their looks, and yeah, I am crushing on this basic white boy after 2 days, and just never mind that my personality is extremely annoying. That was one whole sentence. My first near DNF was the info dump character, which makes it impossible to understand what the hell is happening after that. But I have a feeling it doesn't matter too much. They want the woke points and will like this book. I tried, really, I tried. It's terrible. Okay, and then the last one is going to be adult. Okay, I found the review. It says literary fast fashion. Fast fantasy? To the people rating this 5 stars, get well soon. Whatever you're going through can't be easy. Anyways, I'm extremely happy I hate read this on my library app instead of paying real green US dollars for a book that was so obviously rushed by everyone involved. I mean, okay. Like I said, these are going to be very, very popular books. Lots of people have read and reviewed them. They have tons of ratings on Goodreads. They think they're all over a 4-star average. These are just like the few people who rated it a 1 star. And so that's all you're getting from me. You can again vote on Instagram. I will try and leave a poll there that's easy to do. Otherwise, just leave a comment for this one down below. Roll number 6. Whoa, it's orange! Okay, moving into roll number 6, we have orange. Again, gonna be the 25 books to read in 2025. And like we did last time, I'm just gonna pick whatever one is calling to me. I think I'm gonna go for the bottom shelf this time. And again, nothing too big. I'm gonna go this one. Another hardcover. Okay, this one ended up being another hardcover. I have no idea what it is. Again, one of the more middle-sized looking books. Oh, okay. If I can get it out of here. Air Awakens by Elise Kova. This is a very pretty edition, special edition. This is going to be a YA fantasy with elemental magic. I've read a spin-off series by this author that I really enjoyed, and you can technically read them in any order. It just has like small cameos more than like spoilers. So yes, I do definitely want to read this. It's been way overdue. Okay, number 7. Whoa! Whoa, it's red! Okay, roll number 7 is red. So again, somebody else is gonna pick my book for me. Okay, we have the red cards. Again, shuffling them without looking. And let's see. A pet pick. Okay, let's see. Do I have anything else that would work for my magical readathon TBR, because if it does, I can put those out and have one of the cats try and pick it. Okay, so I ended up picking 3 books that my pet can pick from, and these are books that have a word from the title of the book that I'm currently reading. Like I mentioned before, I'm currently reading Snow White and the Dragon, or Sleeping Beauty and the Seven Dwarfs. It's both, technically. So I have Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Neuvel, I have Junker 7 by Olive J. Kelly, and I have Eyes of the Dragon by Stephen King. So we have Dragon, Sleeping, and 7. I'm gonna put these out and get a cat and put some treats on there too and see what we get. Okay, we have 2 kitties over there, and Eliza did this last time. But we also have 1 kitty over here, and he was staring at me. Mystery. Mystery. He was looking at me when I came in. Are you pretending to sleep now? Because you don't want to be bothered? Come join me. I think you like it. Okay, there's kitty treats on the books. Which one do you want? I think he smells them. Oh! Okay. Probably the one I wanted the least out of the 3, but I'll still take it. Okay, so Mystery's picked The Eyes of the Dragon by Stephen King. I've never read this one, obviously. I don't know if many people have read this one either. I don't hear many people talk about it. The one good thing I can say is the text doesn't look too bad here. It is over 400 pages, which, yeah. And based on some of the names that I'm seeing here, I think this ties into the Dark Tower series, because I'm seeing Roland and Flag and that kind of stuff, and I'm pretty sure those people are in there. I did not like the first book of the Dark Tower series, and I have been hesitating to continue. So we'll see. Let me know if you've read this, because I never hear anybody talk about it. Ready, number 8?
Yeah.
Throw it. Whoa! It's green. Okay, and then finally, roll number 8 is green. So we're back with our green challenge cards. Again, I've already shuffled them, so I'm just gonna spread them out. And we'll go for something in the middle. A letter generator. Okay, so this is where I generate a letter, and the author's first or last name has to start with that letter. Okay, we're just gonna spin this and see what letter we get. And I. Okay. First or last name has to start with the letter I. Okay, so I decided to go with Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks. I did not have very many books that start with I, and by books I mean the authors that wrote the books. So Ivy Fairbanks works. This is going to be a self-published romance. I think it's been picked up, and it has the same cover, but like I've been seeing it more and more, and it looks slightly different, like with the, like this is like the buttery, velvety feel cover, and I have always been curious about this since I picked it up. I just haven't read it. But basically we follow a guy who is an undertaker, and I think is looking to take the undertaker business, but has to marry before he's 35. And then we have this woman who is not looking for any romance whatsoever. I think she is a widow, like her husband died previously, but she decides to like help him out. And this is supposed to be, I believe, yeah, friends to lovers, romantic comedy debut about finding love after loss. And I'm just, you know what, if I had to pick, because I only have like 2 books with an I for the author's name, I think I'm gonna gravitate toward this one. I have not been reading my romances as much this year, but I do still end up putting them on my TBR because I do want to read them, and I do have a couple this month, but also I feel like I'm going into more of the fantasy and stuff this month, like a lot of the things that we've picked, so I do think this is going to be a good addition to have on the TBR. Now, the only book that we don't have here really is one with a fruit on the cover, and that's because I just don't really have anything with a fruit on the cover. So I did look this up previously, and I think I found 2 ebooks that I have that could work for this. One is Snow So White by G. Gockel. This is going to be a Snow White fantasy retelling type of thing, and obviously it has an apple on the cover. And then the other one that I found that I had already is East Side Hedge Witch by TBR. And the one that I have also has an apple on the cover. This one is also going to be fantasy, potentially romance, witchy in some way. I think I picked up both of these during Stuff Your Kindle events and never read them. So I'm hoping to pick one of those. Currently, I think I'm leaning towards Snow So White. I do like retellings, and we'll just sort of see how this goes. But that's, I think, the only one that I needed still to fit on my orilium TBR, because I definitely have books that are all capitals. I did have the pet pick the word from my last book title, the one that I'm currently reading, and then I have actually multiple books with over a 4-star average rating. I did pick Blood on the Tracks, but also the one that you guys are going to vote where you have to look at 1-star reviews. All of those actually are over a 4-star average rating as well. Very, very popular, very beloved, but some people just did not like them, and that's perfectly fine, but that's all you guys get to go on. So I'm excited to see what you guys pick for that. Maybe we'll do that as sort of a little like vlog reveal, maybe even in just like a normal reading vlog. Maybe I'll do it like a weekly one. We'll see. So you guys can actually see what the results of that are and what that actually means for you. So that's going to be it today. This is 8 books. Do I think I'm going to complete, or I guess technically 9 because I had to add an extra book for the orilium TBR. Do I think I'm going to actually read 9 books this month? I don't know. Maybe if I finish Mass Effect 3 soon, because that is definitely taking up some time, quite a bit of time. But I have noticed I'm getting into reading a little bit more, which is probably why Mass Effect 3 is taking a little bit longer. We'll see. I was on a very big Mass Effect video game kick, and that took over a lot. So that's going to be it from me today. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up to let me know. Don't forget you can vote for the poll picks down below as well. And if you'd like to see more videos, subscribe to this channel. I do have videos coming out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so I will see you then. Bye.